Hello sculptors, this is Mr. Granlund here, and I'm going to go through how to create a Zen Doodle. I'm going to take this off to the side. Now first of all, we've been looking at elements of art and principles of design. And we're going to use these elements and principles in our Zen Doodles. And you get to do this any way that you want. Okay? So if you fill things in, you have kind of a shape. You can also just put lots of lines. Any kind of line that you want to invent, you get to put in there. If you put those lines far apart, it makes it lighter. And if you put them closer together, it makes it darker. And that's value. But that space between things, between shapes, between lines, that is space. And as you kind of draw over the top of them and repeat shapes and lines and things like that, you have textures. Anytime you're repeating anything inside of art, you're creating rhythm. If we're only using one color for our entire drawing, which you can totally do, that's up to you, you're using the principle of unity. If you're adding color to your Zen Doodles, you're adding variety. And anytime you're making a picture, you will always have movement, because movement is the direction that your eye moves as it looks through a picture. And anytime you draw anything, your eye is going to look at certain things first, and second, and third. You just kind of look at it in a certain kind of order. Emphasis is just when we want to highlight something. So if we like draw a bunch of arrows to this dot here, it emphasizes that little dot right there. Also, if we color it differently, it could emphasize it. Like this yellow over here, that's kind of emphasized because that's so different, variety, from everything else. Now the proportion and scale, those are a little bit different. So like the scale of your piece, the size of it, is going to be, about 5 or 6 inches tall and 8 inches by 8 inches wide. So it's going to be like almost like a cube kind of size there. And that's going to have a relationship of different things. All right, enough of that. We already know this stuff. We'll set that aside. Your Zen Doodle, you're going to draw different sections, and you're going to fill those sections with all kinds of lines and designs and textures. You're going to use rhythm. You're going to use patterns. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. We're just going to fill up our page and create all kinds of wonderful designs. Now I would say that when we kind of keep each section to just one texture or pattern, that seems to kind of go a little bit better. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to do this section as a checkerboard kind of pattern, then just stick with it, that whole section. And you'll get all kinds of opportunities to try out different patterns and lines in your different sections. Okay, so just something to think about. You're going to create 4 of these, or if you have a copier or access to a copier, you can make one of them and then make 4 copies of them. You're going to cut these into strips and turn them into little rods to make your sculpture. Okay, I hope this helps you figure out what a Zen Doodle is. I'm going to also provide some pictures or some videos in the presentation that you can watch that'll also help you with some ideas for how to create a Zen Doodle. All right, good luck, sculptors, and I can't wait to see your awesome artwork when you're done.